I think it's safe to rest here now.
Hey.
Right. I got it!
Yes.
Great! We owe Doc a lot.
It's nice having someone you can rely on. Let's collect our things. Yay!
All right.
No.
Yeah.
How's this?
Yes. With
I hope your herb...
it definitely.
Speaking of which, I'm curious. There are Renin machines that treat sickness now. Why focus on growing medicinal herbs?
I hear you. And that technology is definitely impressive. But machines break. You can rely on them sometimes, but not always. That's when herbs come in to save the day.
That's true. Healing arts are useful as well, but sometimes you just need medicine.
The way I see it, the most important thing is knowledge. Machines break and medicine runs out. But with the right knowledge, you can repair a machine or make more medicine.
You never cease to amaze, Doc.
Flattery will get you nowhere, Alphen. My knowledge is still quite limited. I'd like to expand what I know about herbs. It'd help to find a book or meet someone who knows more than I do.
Then we'll try to find that for you.
I'd really appreciate that.
No need for that, Doc. Let us do the footwork.
Who might be an expert on medicinal herbs?
I might know someone who's familiar with books on them. Remember? In the Palace in Vicent.
Meine Fresse, Alter. Wo ich mir gedacht habe, jetzt kann ich mit der Story weitermachen. Jetzt habe ich eine
Yeah!
Nebenquest.
Tigrina, the librarian!
So, you remember her name? Huh? Interesting.
Hey, what's with the stink eye? Hey, you're still hanging out at the library, right? Anything interesting happen lately?
Anything interesting? Well, I have found plenty of interesting new books to read.
Yeah? Like what?
Books on horticulture, culinary techniques, things like that. Recently, I've been diving into some new topics. I've gotten to know some of the other people at the library, and they've been recommending all sorts of new books for me to try.
So they're, like, book buddies, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Any book I choose for myself is going to be colored by my own preferences, so it helps to have some outside opinions. I'm broadening my horizons.
Yeah, great. Just don't spend too much time reading. It's not healthy.
Excuse me? You're the one who brought up the library. You just wanted to say that?
No, just... never mind.
Oh. Could it maybe be that you're lonely?
Huh? As if!
There's nothing wrong with that. I feel lonely sometimes too, being away from you guys. I think it's normal for friends to miss each other. But no matter how much I wonder what you're all doing out there, it's not like I can just pop over and see you.
Yeah, kinda hard to do that when we live in different realms.
But still, it's nice that we get to hang out from time to time, like now. Even if it is, you know, in the name of necessity. I'm always looking forward to seeing you all again. And that helps give me strength when I'm alone.
I've been looking forward to seeing you all again, too. I didn't realize we both felt the same way. Alright, I'm gonna work my butt off when I get back to the Crimson Crows. I've gotta be able to keep up with you, after all.
Just don't go overboard and get yourself injured.
It'll be fine. I'm far too tough to get injured that easily.
See? It's exactly that kind of attitude that I'm worried about. Ugh.
Was ist mein Kommentar dazu? Sogar doppelt. Oh, ist ordentlicher Deutscher. Wir haben nämlich ein richtig schön Sauerkraut-Sandwich gehabt. Weil Sauerkraut, das macht mich kräftig.
Got your face stuck in a book as usual, huh? What kind of stuff do you read, anyway?
All sorts of things. Ancient accounts, histories. Just recently, I was reading a book about astral arts.
So what's the point? Does this, like, make your astral arts stronger?
No. I just read because I like to learn. Though, it is also helpful for my research.
Research?
Mm-hmm. For example, I'm looking into whether it's possible to combine Danon magic with Renan astral arts. I'm also interested in the mausoleums and Dana's past.
Okay. I'll admit, I'm not totally following. But, is there a purpose to this research? Like a goal?
A purpose? Well, I guess there is something I'd like to try someday. I want to try writing my own book, instead of just reading what others have written.
This is the first I'm hearing of it. What kind of book do you want to write?
I have several ideas I've been thinking about, but most of all, I'd like to write about Danon magic. Leave as much of my knowledge behind as possible, you know? And also, if there are any other Danons out there who can use magic, like me, maybe that book could help me find them.
Wow, you've really thought this through. You're amazing, you know that?
What's gotten into you? I'll have you know that flattery won't get you anywhere.
Law is correct. All the knowledge you've gained on Danon Magecraft would be lost if not made manifest. That book would serve as a guiding light to scholars for generations to come.
You're gonna embarrass me if you keep talking like that. It's no big deal. I just like to study, that's all.
I know what you mean. Whether books or art, there is an indescribable, fragrant allure to those things that have traversed the ages.
Yeah. Who doesn't like the smell of old books?
Yeah, totally! They do smell, yummy, don't they?
What? La, please don't eat my books.
Das war so blöd, dass schon wieder lustig war.
Hey. What?
How's this? Huh?
Got it.
Gut, dann war das ja
We've
erledigt.
got the book. Let's take it back to Doc.
She really is an amazing librarian. A bit unique, though.
Wenn wir schon da haben, schauen wir, was das ist und aktivieren das auch gleich.
Well...
No.
How about it? Dohalim? Where? do relics come from? Well, that's an interesting title. I wonder what it has to say.
Die kann man aus meinem
An
Arsch.
intriguing question indeed. Where do relics come from, and where do they go? I'd love to learn our predecessors.
We found a book for you, Doc. Apparently, it's full of details about medicinal herbs.
Oh, amazing. All these illustrations are a big help.
Great to hear. That makes all the searching worthwhile.
The owner said if there's anything you need to know, just contact the palace in Vicente and she'll respond.
How considerate.
I feel busier now than when everyone called you a hero, Alphen.
You may be right, but now Doc's herb garden will succeed, and a lot of people will get help.
I can't disagree with that.
As I'm sure you already know, that's just how he is.
Oh, I gave up long ago. It's part of what makes him Alphen.
You guys are gonna make me blush.
Enough of this. Let's get what we came for and—
Sure. Here you go.
I must say, I'm impressed with the old man's keen insight.
I know, right? I've always known him as a dependable person, but Doc still surprises me every time I see him. He's always looking at the big picture and how his actions can help others. I think it's really admirable.
I agree. But, you know, those same things apply to you, Alphen. You should be proud of yourself as well.
Thanks, Shion.
If Doc ever does end up meeting the librarian, though, he might be in for a bit of a surprise.
That's for sure. She certainly is somewhat unique.
Who knows? They might end up getting along.
They do seem to share a similar passion for knowledge. Perhaps they could spend some meaningful time with one another.
Anyway, I'm glad the Sovereign and Maiden outfits are back in our hands.
Me too. Now we can wear them whenever we want.
Yeah, you should wear them every day to make all the trouble we went through worthwhile.
The whole point of owning clothes you like is having the freedom to wear what you want when you want to. It's no fun if you feel obligated to wear something.
That's right. You shouldn't need a reason to dress up. You should just dress for yourself, because it's something you want to do.
I'm surprised. It's rare for us to have the same opinions on clothing. Maybe you're finally starting to understand fashion.
Well, I did have a good teacher.
My, you two have gotten close.
Looking back on our travels, Alphen, it occurs to...
Kann der wieder das Dings outficken.
me that you volunteered to help countless people by performing relatively menial tasks.
Maybe instead of a hero, they should call you a handyman.
That title probably suits me better than Sovereign or Blazing Sword.
Alphen, the handyman. Nah, sorry, that's lame.
Das ist ein Ex.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Hurry it up, Alphen! Hey, you too, Lord Man!
Haste makes waste, young one.
Oh, don't even start with me on that. Come on, we're keeping everyone waiting.
He's right. Shion and Rinwell must be getting impatient with us too.
I don't believe that's the case. Look, they seem to be enjoying themselves.
It feels so comforting to just sit quietly side by side, next to each other. And being able to follow through with something you've set your mind to like that. It's dependable, you know?
Wow, you really have a soft spot for that sort of thing, don't you?
Are they talking about...
Yeesh. Kinda awkward if we butted in now, right, Alphen?
Not at all. We should say something.
No. It would be rude of us to interrupt. Let us assess the situation and choose the time to make our entrance with propriety.
You mean eavesdrop?
Personally, I really like those light, nimble movements. There's a graceful fluidity to them. And the strike that comes afterwards, it's always so cool, no matter which way you look at it.
Strike? Hold up.
For me, it's the poise I'm fond of. That dignified demeanor never seems to falter, all while staying alert and being receptive to even the most subtle shift in sounds.
Sounds.
I know. And those big, beautiful, thoughtful eyes. I keep finding myself inadvertently gazing into them.
Big, beautiful, and thoughtful?
She's right. Alphen does have beautiful eyes.
But if anyone has thoughtful eyes, it's Dohalim.
But surely Big Eyes refers to Law?
I can't wait to see Zare again.
The cat!
Oh Mann.
When I see you speaking with other Renans, they always look so happy. It's made me realize just how many people depend on you, Dohalim.
I'm glad to be able to help, but I do feel it goes a bit too far sometimes.
You can say that again. Apparently, there are even some who want you to be the new ruler of the Renan people.
I suspect their minds are still trapped in the Renan mentality that the strong have an inherent right to rule and should be followed. Unfortunately for them, the reign they envision was but a fantasy, even in the old days. Going forward, they will need to face reality.
Yeah, a reality with no more lords or sovereigns.
Though there are still those enthralled by my title of former lord. I hope to see the day when they too can stand on their own two legs.
That said, I don't think people place their faith in you just because you were once a lord. I kept it from you so as not to burden you further, but there have been quite a few requests for you in Vicent as well.
Is that so? For what, pray tell?
Some want you to pass on your extensive knowledge by becoming a school teacher. Others say they want you to help them learn to appreciate music. And, as a request for the elegant and handsome Dohalim, there were even some who wished to be your lover.
Well, that's a scary voice.
Sounds less like people want things from him, and more like they just want him. I wish people talked about me like that.
There he goes, talking like an idiot again.
When it comes to children, they all want you to be their father. Sing them songs, read them stories, that sort of thing. It's actually rather sweet.
I see. Not all things people desire of me are quite so vapid, I suppose.
Yes. As a side note, I should mention that most of these requests happen to come from women. It must be wonderful to be so popular,
Kisara, why are you staring at me with a gaze like the coldest winter?
In the end, it sounds like wherever Dohalim goes, he leaves a string of hearts in his wake.
I certainly do no such thing.
What?
My thanks.
Oh Mann.
there's someone in trouble here.
Well, let's... Huh?
Huh?
Right.
You're really someone the people can count on. You never fail to amaze me, Kisara.
We're not done yet. The Sint is currently without Dohalim. Or my brother. I've got to handle things for now.
Speaking of your brother, those siblings reminded me of you and Miguel.
I can see why. When I was a child, I caused him my fair share of trouble.
We must find the girl and return smiles to both of their faces.
Huh? Yeah. Yeah?
Oh, meine Fresse.
Thank you.
Okay.
Ja.
Do you think the missing girl was fighting with her brother?
It's what siblings do. My brother and I were also separated for a time, though that was
What's that?
Here we go!
Let's see what you've got.
Here's evil!
Negative J. Now you see what I can do. Dragon Shout. Dragon Form. Rending you apart.
Here's evil!
I'm surrounded. Double Demon Play. Negative J.
We've got fire!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours!
Dragon Form. Talon Storm. Thunderfang.
This one keeps taunting us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
Got it! I'll leave it to you! I'll burn it all! Flaming Pillar! Fire!
You've got some nerve.
I'll heal you
My
all!
turn!
Get knocked down.
It's on! Be still!
I'll pick
Now
you
I can
up!
let loose!
Recover!
Soaring Light Spear!
Penumbra.
Soaring Light Spear! Here I come! Fluidity! Big Blast! We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Here you go! Why thank you, your lordship. And will you lay down your life for your lord?
Well, I mean, hey, let's...
Blow them away!
How's that?
Acceptable. I'm not done!
Back into the fray!
First strike. Elusive deity. Burn.
Burn!
Dominate with the arrow.
Raining Slash! Thunderfang! Keep pushing forward!
But don't go too far. Stay close.
Right! Sorry.
Those two really haven't changed a bit.
Mirage! Thunder!
I'm going to need to use all...
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Eat this!
You're mine!
Rolling snap!
An astral arch?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Carve through
Raining Slash!
Raising
No
flame!
further!
Lightning! Downfall!
Swallow
Dance! Searing flame!
Raining Slash!
Down on the ground!
Out of
Soaring
ammo!
Thunder!
Back into the fray!
Lightning Drum! Luna Rongo!
Annihilation!
Fire!
The power of flame! Where are you going?
Rhapsody of Darkness! Raining Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
We're good to go.
The girl's nowhere in sight.
If the Zeugles were gathered here, maybe she's nearby. Over there.
So you were hiding in the bushes.
You were surrounded by Zeugles.
No,
No, I'm fine.
That's good. But what were you doing out here all by...
I just wanted to repair my bracelet.
Your bracelet?
You mean that one woven from grass?
My mom wove this for me a long time ago. And this is where my dad gathered the grass for us.
So it's a keepsake from your...
But my brother accidentally stepped on it.
That explains why you were fighting.
I just wanted to fix it.
And did you find any?
Yeah, but I don't know how to weave.
Here, let me see that bracelet.
Huh?
Freilich kann Kisara das, die kann alles.
There you are.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm so glad you're safe.
I'm sorry.
No, it's my fault. I know how important that...
You won't believe this, but this nice lady wove it back together.
Huh?
I did. My older brother taught me to weave.
So not only did you find my sister, but you went out of your way to fix her bracelet? I sure am glad you're here and...
I've done nothing special. People in town were worried about you and...
Vicente is amazing. In any other city, my sister might have been lost forever.
You two should both treasure each other. You're the only family you've got.
That's for sure.
Kisara,
No, please don't say anything. Not now. I simply do all in my power for the people of this realm.
I see.
It certainly does.
Wow, Kisara. I'm amazed you know how to weave grass like that. You said you learned it from Miguel, right? It sounds like he really did teach you everything.
Yes, just like that girl's mother. He used to weave grass into bracelets and necklaces for me back when we were kids.
Kisara?
Sorry, it's just... It occurred to me that something he taught me to make me smile is now bringing a smile to someone else's face. I know that I could never be as great as my brother.
You were the one who decided to fix the bracelet and find the girl.
Dohalim,
Miguel's dream is still alive thanks to you.
you're right. Thanks to meeting all of you, I can say my dreams are no longer just dreams.
Exactly. I couldn't even hope to count all the times I've been saved by your shield.
Yeah, Kisara. I can even do some housework now because you taught me.
You've always been a really good listener when I've got something on my mind.
And that one time I stained my clothes during a meal, I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't been there to help.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. It sounds like I've been helping all of you more than I realized. The ideals imparted to us can still be made a reality, but only by those who are alive now, in the present. I chose that path. There's still a long way to go, but for some reason, I feel radiant right now.
Oh? How very curious. Walking next to you, I feel the same way. That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Unnötig, ja. Okay, bin jetzt ganz blöd.
Well... Huh? Yeah,
Agreed.
Ja, passt, Kalagliga. Wir kennen dann die ganze Welt, das ist super lustig.
We finally met.
Diese Nebenquests sind einfach nur obernervig.
Huh? Thanks.
Meine Fresse. Ich glaube, ich komme am schnellsten, wenn ich von hier rausgehe, weil dann bin ich nämlich gleich an dem unteren Eck und dann kann ich da.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
This place is rather gloomy.
Why don't you lighten the mood for us while we're here then?
I'll see what I can do.
Ah, kacke.
No backing down! You're mine! No escape! Dragon Swarm! Elusive deity! Hurricane Thrust! Take this! On your knees!
Annihilation! Back into the fray!
Move away! Swallow dance!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Look! It's gotta be that book over there.
But it doesn't look like those Zoogles are going anywhere anytime soon.
We can't let the book get damaged. We have to get it back quickly.
I won't forgive you!
Not today! Grinding you apart!
Far enough!
Bloody Blazing Flame! Double Demon Fang! Negative Gate!
Radiant Fire!
Got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman
Leave
handle
the
it!
ensnaring to me.
All yours! And pummeling to me!
Who wants to
Already
die?
Demon Fang! Now we're not...
Get toasty!
Bird Strike!
Right, next one!
No escape!
Already on!
Murderous devastation! We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Merciful death! On your knees!
By the power of flame!
I'm not done! Do it! Air Tester!
Astral energy! Full throttle! Oh, thank goodness. It's a...
As this book's knowledge is imparted to those who possess it, it may become a relic itself someday.
That's true. I feel like I found the answer to the book's question before I even read it. Relics sure are fascinating, aren't they, Dohalim?
Indeed. They're stimulating and teach us countless new things.
But we ought to return this one to its rightful place. Let's go back to Vicent. Books are easily damaged, so we've got to handle it with care.
You're the temperamental one. Here, you be careful.
Oh, shut up! Thunderblade!
Stop it! Stop it!
That's it! That's the book! Thank you so much.
It took us on quite the journey, but I think we were able to grow as a result.
Oh, right. That book was dropped before we found it. But it isn't seriously damaged, is it?
It looks to be fine. No pages are missing from what I can tell. The cover's a little scuffed up, but I can take care of that no problem.
Oh, good. Then this valuable text is back where it belongs.
Yeah, it's a relief the book made its way back. But more importantly, since you're the one who said you really wanted to read the book, nothing would make me happier than you giving—
Well, like Dohalim said, It's already taught us the importance and appeal of relics. Really, I should be the one thanking you. But I'll definitely read it after you've finished restoring it.
Yes. I'll let you know once it's ready.
Wow, super.
I wonder when I'll be able to read that book.
Total
I can
gelassen.
hardly wait to crack it open.
Once we've both finished it, we should share our thoughts on what it has to say.
Maybe I'll give it a read too.
Why bother? I'm sure you'll fall asleep after a few pages.
The hell I will! Just you watch. I'll show you I can do something if I set my mind to it.
Ganz endlich fertig mit der ganzen Scheiß. Schaut's zeittechnisch aus? Passt. Oh, mehr ist gut. Es hat einige Staatsverbesserungen gegeben gerade.
Masks.
They left. What was that all about?
It sure doesn't seem like any sort of festival. I've got a very bad feeling about this.
The way they didn't seem to be listening to anything brings back some bad memories, huh?
What we saw at Volron's castle. You're right. Just what's going on?
Ich jetzt
And those
Nasamir
masks.
Yeah.
eben im Schlaf so eine
It
Maske
looked just
aufsetzt.
like the iron mask I once wore.
We should find someone who can fill us in.
They're all wearing masks.
They aren't responding to anything we say. What's going on?
Maybe we can find someone without a mask. They're all wearing the same masks. Even the Renans. Hey, can you hear me? It's useless. What's going on? Do these come off?
Removing them should be our last resort. If the masks caused this, who knows what happens if we take...
In Alphens Fall hat's dafür gesorgt, dass er wieder normal geworden ist.
They don't look hurt, but they're so silent. It's creepy.
Either Danon or Renan is fine. Isn't there anyone here without a mask?
Maybe they've taken shelter somewhere. Let's have a look around.
Who is it? Bayfun? You're safe. What's happening? What was wrong with those people out front?
Well... A while back, some very odd folk showed up in town. They were all wearing masks, but there were both Renans and Danons among them. But that wasn't the weirdest part of the whole thing. Who do you think was leading them?
I don't know. Who?
Nazamil.
What do you mean? How could Nazamil be leading them?
It's exactly as I said. Only one person was wearing a different mask than the others, and it was her. No doubt about it. They called themselves Cal Basil.
The one path.
They said they had come to bring peace. However, their methods made that very hard to believe. They started putting those masks on all the people here, and you saw what happened to them after that.
You mean you couldn't stop them? What happened? Where were the Darkwings?
Nazamil was using some astral art. It was nearly impossible to resist her.
I see. But you managed to slip away and hide here.
What is Nazamil up to? Turning people into her puppets with those masks.
They say they bring peace. And I guess technically, they can't fight if they're all being controlled like that.
Nazamil told us to be patient a little longer, didn't she?
Whatever is going to happen, it must be imminent. Do you know where they were headed?
Shinefall Woods, in Ganeth Harrows. I know it's odd, but when someone asked where they came from, that's where they said their base is.
They're not even trying to hide? Could it be some kind of trap?
We'll just have to go and find out. I see no other options.
Eine interessante Entwicklung, damit hätte ich jetzt nicht gerechnet. Dass das Mädel auf die Idee kommt, jeden seinen Willen wegzunehmen.
Phase 1's coming along well. Soon, Phase 2 will come. Everything is going perfectly. Just you wait.
Was geht mit dir ab? Ah, schau dir das an, Alter. Ja, leck mich doch am Arsch. Jetzt hat hier jeder nochmal irgendwelche Spezialmissionen. Aber jetzt keinen Bock, da die ganzen Nebenmissionen machen, Alter. Das ist mir viel zu viel Nebenmissionen.
I don't see any masked people wandering around.
Luckily, this place is fairly secluded. It seems Cal Basil's influence hasn't reached it yet.
Hey! It's that ingredient!
Yeah, the one for that recipe.
You always have an eye for food.
Finally.
What is it?
I found an ingredient for that new recipe.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
Done. This is sure to give the others some much-needed energy.
Das sagt man einen Strand, der... Na, wenigstens haben sie richtige Betten. Ich hätte mir trotzdem gewünscht, dass die Stadt hier ein bisschen sich weiterentwickelt hätte in der Mania. Ja gut, auf Glanz müssen wir...
I sense a poor soul who is in dire need.
Sounds
Ja,
like
aber
our
dann
cue to
können wir
step in and help.
Ah.
Elfin,
Right.
Right.
Is Nazamil really out here somewhere? These woods are pretty huge.
This is the only lead we've got right now.
Let's see what you've got.
Eat this! Dragon Form! Mirage
Can you
Blade!
take it?
Thunder Flame!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life! Not a chance! I'm not done!
Ready to go!
This one keeps charging up!
That's
I
what
shall
my
provide
shield's for! Get behind me!
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Go away!
I need to be stronger.
A fish! You saw it too, right?
That's not your run-of-the-mill enemy.
I have a bad feeling about this.
The flame inside me, yours to be let free! Now!
If it's in the sky, it's mine.
Flew away!
Annihilation!
Rain Flew away!
Okay, I hear him show.
See what
How
happens here as you
crossed me. Shouldn't have done that. Inspiration! Burn! One more. I'm on it. Blazing Blade! Ready, slap! Dance! Watch this! Dazzle! Hurricane Thrust! Sending you a cover! Hurricane Thrust! You're mine! No escape! Now I can let loose!
Thanks, Xion.
It's not the first time.
And I'm still grateful.
Dragon Form! Resonate with the earth! Swallow Dance! Flew away! Looks like you're not planning to retire anytime soon.
How upsetting. My desire to do so has not changed in the
These
slightest.
little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more punning.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
First strike!
Another incantation ruined.
Burn! Inferno Punch!
Let us take to the fray!
Raining Slice! Incinerate the grave! Dragon Form!
Eagle side! Heal my in a bind!
Vanish without a trace!
Not on my watch!
Far enough! Can you take it? That's enough!
It's weakened!
Dragon Form! This ends now! Blow away! Raining Slash! Blow away!
In the soil!
Raining
Awaken and
Slash!
wreak havoc! That's the spot!
Flame of fury!
Shine! Radiant light!
Let
Force
the
of
mark
regeneration!
regenerate!
Regenerate! I can do this all day!
It's on!
And again!
Now let loose! Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw! Here I come!
That's enough!
Dragon Form!
Lunar corruption!
What's this?
Burn!
I can carve through armor! Force of regeneration!
Raining Slash!
Regenerate!
Blow away!
Allow me to help you!
Is that a healing art? It is. I'll try to be more
Couldn't
careful.
make it in time. From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with life!
Tear! Hurricane Thrust! Tear! Hurricane Thrust! Tear! Hurricane Thrust!
Watch yourself! Sense incredible power!
I won't lose. Not now, not ever.
Leave the enemy's arch to me!
No complaints here!
Here's evil!
That's much better.
Freeze Lancer!
Blow away!
Swallow dead!
Raining Fist! Everyone.
Don't give up!
From beyond,
I'm going to need to
imbue
use
this
all the
vanquished
power of
soul
my
with
healing
life.
arts to let the marksman handle this.
Not done yet.
Pull
Take
myself
this!
together.
Carried away!
Inspiration!
Can't get out of this!
I'm
I could do this all day!
This one's mine.
The picture of hell! Bestow thy mystic mercy!
Almost there.
Don't let your guard down.
You must be tired of healing me. I'm merely doing what I can.
You picked the rock.
Glad you're on up. Still being
Raining Slash!
Rotating
Incinerate wave!
Here's evil!
Shine! Radiant light! Force of regeneration!
Radiant
Regenerate!
Time to use this shield.
Allow me to help you.
Far enough.
All finished shattering?
I've let you all down. You paid for that! Hurricane Thrust!
Watch yourself!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! I can feel my power growing!
So schaut's aus, ey. Dreckviecher. Die ich hier am Boden hab.
What's this thing? Ah, guess I misread the landing.
I guess camping isn't so bad, as long as it's with good company.
This place is nostalgic? Maybe that's not the right word.
I get what you mean. This is where we met up after Xion was captured. All of us were feeling so hopeless.
I'm sorry I caused you so much worry.
It wasn't your fault, Xion. There's nothing for you to apologize for.
Says the person who was worrying the most. He's right, though. It wasn't your fault. And it was sort of sweet to see him so frantic.
Come on now.
All right. Thank you.
Poodle, let me know if you sense anything.
Did you get enough sleep?
I think it's safe to rest here now.
schaut lebendiger aus. Ja, die haben mir einfach mal meinen Platz.
Looks like we get to sleep with... the roof over our heads.
You're...
Could it be?
Huh.
My apologies.
Right.
Yeah. Got it. I hope we can find someone connected to the Hildress family.
I don't know. If that woman's anything to go by, we may not find much useful information.
If we could at least learn what the family was like at the time. Presumably, it was a big part of Nazamiel's life.
Okay. Good, good.
Huh. Well...
Fool!
Sure.
Ah!
It's strange. I understand someone wanting to cling to their beliefs, but their story otherwise seems baseless.
I feel the same way. Let's gather more information.
Ja, aber genauso ein Hurensohn wie die anderen Lords.
Hey!
Pardon me?
Great!
Very well.
Sure. We may not have learned much, but we've seen that Nazamiel clearly had no one she could trust. She was given an education and lessons in etiquette, but that isn't what she wanted. She needed kind words, a shoulder to cry on, a comforting embrace when she was lonely.
Shion, why don't we try asking some children? It's a long shot, but maybe we can learn something about any friends she might have had.
Hey! Huh?
Oh yeah? We can't find any information.
Urwagil was the former lord of Ganatharos. Surely someone in this city was connected to him.
Dass wir jetzt hier über den einzigen Lord erfahren, den wir nicht umgebracht haben, finde ich irgendwie ganz cool. Die autonome Organisation.
What's this thing?
10.000 Gold, die einfach so flecken.
Looks like someone needs our help.
Good grief, you're such a softie. Fine. Let's go ask them what they want.
You're pretty caring yourself when it comes down to it, Shion.
Wir
Or
machen jetzt mal
maybe
die
Alphen's
Nebenquests
rubbed off on you.
Jetzt geht's erstmal storymäßig weiter, weil ich die Schnauze voll habe.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Hey!
Huh?
Ah!
Wir wissen doch schon, dass sie an den Ausschlussschimmervollwäldern ist. Also, ich mein, was soll uns das gebracht haben? Ich wusste doch schon, dass die da ist. Für was muss ich da jetzt lang mit anderen nehmen?
Looks like we made it here in one piece.